battlefield. And dating can be unnerving at any age, but dating after 50 presents a unique set of challenges. So here to help navigate those challenges is Nina Atwood. She is a singles coach, because love is a battlefield, Nina.
It can be, and after 50 it's really challenging because the whole dating world has changed. It's all gone online now.
Yes, social media, people are twittering their second date requests and alike. And so obviously people are marrying later, and then obviously with the divorce rate being so high, some people are getting back in the dating game later in life. How do we start effectively dating after 50?
Well, you know, it can be very intimidating if you're over 50. You may have been a stay-at-home mom for 25 years and you're not tech savvy and you're thinking, oh, I could never go online. That sounds so intimidating. But it's not that hard if you know a few things to do.
Okay.
So if you want to go online, and that is the #3 way that people are meeting now. The studies show 1 in 5 people that get married met online.
So it's not as out of touch as we think. I can't wait to hear what 2 and 1 are, though. How people are meeting. Okay, so 3 is online. If done correctly, would you say this is a legitimate resource for reaching out?
It very much is. If you don't know someone who got married who met online, you will. So what you need to know is, first of all, get a little tech savvy. Get your kids to come in and show you how to use the computer and how to go online and set up. And then the second thing is invest in it. Don't just sign up for the free websites and then leave it at that. It's better to go in and get a paid membership at one of the top sites, and maybe even a secondary site that's kind of a specialty site.
Okay.
And then invest the time in putting up a good profile. Write the essays, get good headshots of yourself and put them on there. Really put some time into it.
Okay, because you want to put your best foot forward. Don't just take some kind of crazy picture like, I'm going to take my picture and put it online. And, you know, get something that's good, that represents you. Go get a blow dry or something and put your best, because you want to attract like-minded people. You
do. And also remember, people are visual primarily. So the very first impression they get of you is what they see when they pull up your profile. They're going to see that shot of you. And if you're a guy, you don't want to be the guy standing there with the fishing pole and the fish hanging off of it. You know, you don't want to be that guy. You want to dress up a little bit.
Hold money or something in your hand. That's better than a fish.
That'd be better than a fish, yes.
Okay, let's talk long-distance relationships, because as we relocate and jobs, and if we certainly do go online, sometimes we're not just dipping into our own dating pool right here in North Texas. How does that work as we age?
Well, if you're older and you're trying to date long distance, you've got a double whammy against you, because first of all, people have a lot of baggage when they're over 50. You've got to take that into account.
Yes.
So you've got to really screen carefully to find someone whose baggage you can live with, not someone without baggage, because that's impossible. So to find someone that you can really merge your life with, you need to be close by. You need to be able to be in their lives on a day-to-day basis. The exception to that is if you're independently wealthy and you can fly off at will and go see people on a frequent basis. And
then you don't need a boyfriend.
You probably don't need one anyway, but you're not that desperate. But seriously, it is much better to stay in your own geography.
It's easier.
You will hit that fork in the road in a long-distance relationship. One of us now has to move and disrupt our entire lives. Who's going to do it?
Who's going to do it? That can be so painful.
Tough decision.
Let's talk about some other ways besides online that you can get back into the dating game. And I always encourage my single friends of every age, volunteer, hang out with like-minded people, get new social circles. Because if you've been married and you guys have you have these friends that you share in these communities with your children, you need to go into another social circle and meet like-minded women.
That's right. You need to create new social circles. So because the #2 way people meet is getting involved in civic and community events, social events. The #1 way is through friends. So if you don't have a lot of friends, or if the friends you had when you were married are gone now, you've got to get out and make friends.
It's almost more important for a woman to meet other women to find other men. You need to create friends and new social networks so that, oh, my friend, my brother, oh, my coworker, this or that. It's the great setup, right?
That's right. It helps a lot if you know other single people to do things with.
Right.
And also, your married friends can be a great resource for meeting somebody, because they know other people who are also getting divorces or whose spouses have passed away. So the thing is, you've got to increase those social circles.
So your book here, I know there's a lot of different pitfalls that you talk about in the dating game. Is this kind of good for everyone? Someone just starting off in their 20s on that quest for love, or someone over the age of 50 who's back in it after maybe a long time out of it?
That's right. Temptations of the Single Girl is for any woman who who wants to make sure that she chooses the right kind of guy to spend her life with. Stay out of the ditch. Don't make those mistakes of dating the wounded guy and the guy who won't make a commitment.
Why do we love the wounded guy? Why do we love the guy that won't commit? I think that even sometimes you blame it on youth, but don't you feel so many women, even after they're out of a tumultuous marriage, you know, sometimes nothing ruins your self-esteem more than a breakup, whether it's a breakup or a divorce. You don't feel great about yourself.
And if you date a guy who's really wounded and won't commit, it erodes your self-esteem. But the reason women are drawn to bad guys is they have a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
They are. They're cocky. I mean, they're out there meeting with, they're not afraid to meet women and walk up to women. And women love confidence, but you don't want that kind of confidence, that arrogant kind of confidence. You want a guy who's just self-assured, who knows who he is and feels good about himself, and he's generally content and happy in his life. That's what you want.
And you want them to make you feel better. You know, truly an equal partnership, I would say.
Yeah,
really good tips today, Nina. Thank you so much for helping us date as we age. And here's the book right here. You can pick up a copy of it. It's called Temptations of the Single Girl. You can also visit singlescoach.com and her new book, Internet Dating for the Savvy Single. That's coming out on Amazon next month, is that right?
Next month on Amazon.com. You can get it as a Kindle book. It's going to be a great way to have right at your fingertips everything you need to do. And you can even take it with you on your iPhone on a date. Okay, I need to know what to do here.
Wait a minute. I think that's a whole other set of etiquette rules. Should we be texting on a date? I pretty much have my phone in my hand all of the time, so I think it's okay. Well, maybe Barbie wants to pick up a copy of your book because Barbie